Hey guys, it's Jenny here. Welcome back to my channel. So it is currently 3:30 on, it's Sunday the 1st. So happy August. So today is day one of my weekly reading TBR. My weekly TBR challenge. And this is number 7, I think. So let us get into what I will be reading this week. Book number 1 is going to be, my TBR my bookmark from the readathon. So the first book I will be reading this week is Crave by Tracy Wolff. This is kind of a reread. I read most of this, but like towards the end I was getting really tired in the readathon, so I don't really recall the rest of it. So I'm gonna give it a quick reread. This was a pretty fast-paced book from what I remember, and I'm not too worried about getting through it. Next, we have A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett Sinclair. This is gonna be a Hades and Persephone retelling, and from what I gather, I'm just gonna read the title. The synopsis. Persephone is the goddess of spring by title only. The truth is, since she was a little girl, flowers have shriveled at her touch. After moving to New Athens, she hopes to lead an unassuming life disguised as a mortal journalist. Hades, god of the dead, has built a gambling empire in the mortal world, and his favorite bets are rumored to be impossible. After a chance encounter with Hades, Persephone finds herself in a contract with the god of the dead, and the terms are impossible. Persephone must create life in the underworld or lose her freedom forever. The bet does more than expose Persephone's failure as a goddess, however. So that I will be reading. I've heard that this is really spicy, so that shouldn't take me too long. And then finally for this week, we have Daughter of the Siren Queen, Trisha Levenseller. And this is, I believe, the final book because it's only a duology. But I'm super excited for this. This is going to go by super quick, so I'm not worried about it whatsoever. So I think the order I'm going to read them in is going to be Crave, and then A Touch of Darkness, and then this. So the order I said them in, solely because this is probably one of my most anticipated for the week. And I don't think I'm going to have a hard time getting through the smaller paperbacks. So I'm going to take it a chunk at a time. But it is only 3:30. And I've gotten a lot done today between my weekend off. Cleaned some cages, got my fish tank set up, cleaned my room, went through my dresser. There's a bunch of stuff that I'm missing that I did, but I've gotten a lot done, and I'm kind of TV'd out, to be honest. I watched an entire season of Outer Banks. I've been watching Stranger Things with my dad, and I've been trying to watch all the Marvel movies in order, and I'm on like movie number 12 out of 24, so I'm halfway done, but I am just like so burnt out on TV that I decided I would pop in and finish, well, I guess open up this vlog and get back to some reading. So I was able to upload my wrap up in my TBR, so I was also able to kind of clean up my bookshelves a little bit. I had a bunch of stacks of books out. So I put away everything except for my current TBR for this month. And I'm gonna be real with you guys, my shelves are really full, so I definitely do need to do an unhaul. And anyways, I'm gonna try to be brutal with it this time around. Like, if I'm not gonna reread it, then I don't need to keep it. And I'm gonna try to resell them and just make room for new TBR books, because that is like the most logical thing in my mind. But anyways, without further ado, I think I am going to dive into Crave by Tracy Wolff. I can get this on audio, so I might do that and like play The Sims, because I find that that's like a really good way for me to make progress in a book, is listening to it on audio and doing something like where I'm concentrating on the sound, because I don't really need to hear like the audio on my Sims. I can just play the game. So I might do that, and I will get back with you guys. I only have like 2 days off this week. I work Monday and then I'm off Tuesday, and then I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'm off Sunday. So most of those days though, I get off at 12. So hopefully I will be able to get some stuff done. And yeah, I will check in later. Hey guys, so it's currently 2 o'clock on Tuesday the 3rd. So tomorrow is Savannah's birthday. I thought I'd pop that in before I forgot about it. Well, forgot to include it. But, so I have not made too much progress with my reading. I may do a buddy read, I'm not sure. But I am planning to crack down on something today, whether it be Crave or something else, because I only have until the 8th, so I should probably log some time reading before I have a bigger schedule at work. But today I did go to the bookstore. I'm on kind of like a impulsive buying ban, so I went in there with the intentions of getting one book for sure, and I allowed myself one more. I was gonna get Covet which is the 3rd Crave book, but I saw this beautiful book and I realized, oh my god, this was on my list. So I picked it up, and it is just so beautiful. But that's not even all, like, and look at it's so pretty. So this is Small Favors by Erin A. Craig, and I'm pretty sure that this is just like a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. I didn't really look too much into it, but I saw it on the stand and I was like, I have to get this. And then I checked my wish list for new releases and it was on it. So I was like, well, there we go. I hate it when they put stickers on the matte books. I maybe would have considered keeping it on there if it was maybe like a gold sticker that kind of matched the book. But this shit was bright blue on this beautiful honeycomb aesthetic. Anyways, here's the book in all of its glory now. Super pretty. And the book that I actually went in there to get was Gods and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin. This is the last book in the, what is this called? In the Serpent and Dove trilogy. And it's a chunky book. I read that this was like 700 pages almost. Nope, it looks like 612. But that's still pretty thick. And I'm just so happy. I didn't think that this was coming out until like September. And then for some reason I was browsing, I think, Bookstagram, and I saw a picture of it and it said like available now, and I was like, huh? So I picked it up, and yeah, so that was what I got from Barnes & Noble today. And now I think that I'm going to try to read some of, I want to get through Crave first because it's like the biggest book, and I have it on audio as well if I need like a little boost. My issue lately has been like, I'll be in the mood to read, and then when I actually go to read, I'm like, eh. So we will see how far I get. I will just switch books if I can't get into something. So hey guys, so it is currently 3:15 on Wednesday the 4th. It's Nana's birthday today. So I was planning on filming this update earlier, but things just didn't go as planned. I was gonna film it this morning, like when I got up for work, but I didn't get up for work. So here's the thing. I set like 7 alarms in the morning because I sleep pretty deep and I never want to risk like my alarms not going off, so I set multiple. And when I tell you I snoozed every single one of them, I did not wake up until 10 minutes before I had to leave for work. And I didn't even have time to wake up, and I'm like, oh my god, my dad's gonna be so mad. But no, he was out enjoying his cup of coffee, and I'm like, why didn't you wake me up? He said, I thought you were getting ready for work. And I'm like, but I always wake you up when it's time for me to go to work, so why wouldn't you check to see if I was awake? I made it to work on time, but after work my mom surprised me by picking me up and taking me to lunch. So it's been a really it's been a day, okay? But I do have an update. So yesterday I was cramming in Crave and I made it to chapter 35, page 275. So I should be able to get a good chunk of the way through this tonight. And I am enjoying it a lot more actually this time around. I think that when I was listening to it on audio, this was one of my like last books that I read in a readathon. So I've retained a lot of this information, but a lot of it I was like, what? Where did this come from? So I'm definitely enjoying it a lot more this time around. So I am probably just gonna go take care of the bunnies and then get any other chores done and then just sit down and try to cram more of Crave. So tomorrow I have to work 1 to 9:45 and then the day after that I have to work 7 to 12. So like the second I get home tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go like right to bed because I have to be up early the next morning, which sucks. But what am I gonna do about it? And yeah, that's basically what's going on. I figured I would finally give you guys that reading update. I was gonna give it to you yesterday, it just didn't work out like that. And then I was gonna give it to you this morning and it didn't work out like that. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep continuing. I've been either reading it physically or on ebook through my library or through Scribd. Through my library. I have the audiobook through Scribd. I was listening to the audiobook, but there's something about the narrator that just really bugs me in this book. So I've been not reading it through Scribd, on audio at least. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep crack-a-lacking at it, and I will check in later. Hey guys, so it is 10:15 now on Wednesday the 4th. Say happy birthday to Nan. I have a very lovely update for you guys, and that is I just finished Crave by Tracy Wolff. This was so much better reading it this time around. I was clearly not paying attention the entire time I read it last time because this feels like a totally different book. This was really good, honestly. I'm probably gonna give it a 5 out of 5 stars, which makes sense considering even when I apparently didn't retain half the plot, I still gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. This is just like literally modern day Twilight, but like I want to say like better written. This was pretty damn good. I love like how the relationship and the characters evolved, and I don't know, the plot itself was pretty good actually now that I'm like thinking about it. I don't know, I was pretty shook with the plot twist. I do not know how I did not remember that plot twist. But I remember last time I did a readathon, I was 10 times more tired than I was my past one. But anyways, I finished Crave, so that is my first book down. I might start something tonight, and I will either start A Touch of Darkness or Daughter of the Siren Queen. I'll probably start A Touch of Darkness actually, because I'm thinking of, I think I'm gonna buddy read Daughter of the Siren Queen with Jocelyn. So I'll probably start that. I'm not assuming I'll get very far in it tonight, but it'd be cool if I could just start it and then just read them interchangeably and get them done quicker. And maybe, just maybe, if I have time, I can squeeze in one of my bonus books, which would be extra cool. I did want to show you guys something though, actually. So I picked up this really cute journal from work today. I had a merchandise credit, so I was like, you know, I'll get it. I was doing markdowns and I saw it. I mean, it wasn't on clearance, but it was really cute and it wasn't that expensive. And I decided to make this like my whole entire like wrap up, basically. Like any book that I read off my shelves, the rating for it is going to go in here. So I have my 2021 yearly wrap up in here. And let me just tell you guys, I am grossly behind on my reading goals. I mean, like grossly behind. I wanted to read like 100 books this year and I switched it to 50. And even now I'm like 18 books behind or something like that. It's ridiculous. Or no, I'm like 11 books behind now that I plugged all my stuff into Goodreads. Also, I'm putting the universal thing out here. I am not going to be rating books on Goodreads anymore, just because I have stopped using the app because it was so exhausting to me to have to like write reviews. I would rather just rate the book and move on. I know that it helps the authors more when we write the reviews, but I don't know. It was just like, for me, it was just too much sometimes. So if anybody wants to wonder why I'm not rating or reviewing anything on Goodreads, it was just, I don't know. I felt like I was just being too repetitive, and I can never form coherent thoughts. I can't even do it on camera, much less like a whole paragraph about how the book meant to me right after I read it. So I'm just going to be sticking to star ratings for now, unless I feel extremely passionately about a book, but even then, I'd rather just keep my thoughts to myself when it comes to Goodreads. So yeah, I'm so happy that I finally read this. I'm really glad that I reread this because it's so much better now that I did. And I'm really excited to move on because I was not expecting that ending. And yeah, so I will check in with you guys probably tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It is like 8:35 on Thursday the 5th, I think. Yes. And I've been awake for a while. I've been awake since like 6:30. I don't even know why I woke up really, but I just like woke up out of nowhere and I was never able to go back to sleep. Hello. You haven't made a cameo in a while. Hi, Spicy. Hey, Spicy. Can you say hi to the vlog? She smells the breakfast burrito that I spilled on my bed. Say hi, Sadie. Hi, Dad. Hello. Nana and Sadie. But yeah, so I was never able to go back to sleep this morning. My dad graciously brought me some breakfast. And yeah, so I have to work today at 1 to close. So today all I really have to do before I leave for work is take care of the bunnies, and then I have to switch my rocks around and pack a lunch and just a couple other like odds and ends things. But I did start A Touch of Darkness last night, but I did not get very far because I was really tired after I finished Crave. I almost fell asleep before I finished Crave, but it was too good, so I figured I should just plow through it. So yeah, no, I really did not get far into this. I didn't even finish the first chapter. Yeah, so there's that. So I'm gonna be taking a break on this because I am starting Daughter of the Siren Queen I am buddy reading this with my friend Jocelyn, and today we're taking it easy. I'm just gonna read like 50 pages in this because I do have a longer work day today. Tomorrow though, I should be able to get more read in it because I get out at 12. So I'm probably only gonna make it like 4 chapters into this, but I guess we'll see if I have time for more. But that's kind of where I'm at. Hey guys, so it is 11:30 on Thursday the 5th. So I got home from work about 45 minutes ago, I want to say. Almost, yeah, 45 minutes ago. And yo, I'm not gonna get into the details, but all I'm gonna say is that we were severely understaffed and super busy. And long story short, it was a 10-hour shift by the end of it because we got out late. And I walked 15,000 steps at work today, if that tells you how busy I was just flying around the store. And I have to be back into work in like less than 8 hours. So I'm loving life right now, if you can't tell. I feel like I got bulldozed by an actual train. I think Nana would like to say hello. You keep bugging to be in front of the camera. Nice wink. You sit over there so I can give them an update. So today, I decided to start my buddy read with Jocelyn for Daughter of the Siren Queen. So I just now finished my pages. I was getting a little bit close to the wire. So I managed to get to chapter 4, page 55. So not really too far. I'm gonna have to talk to Jocelyn to see what we want to read tomorrow because I work early, but I get out at 12. So I'm crossing my fingers hoping that I can squeeze in a nap and then squeeze in my chores and then a decent chunk of that book, because I'm trying to finish 2 books in the next couple days. So yeah, I think that's all I had to tell you. I haven't read any more of A Touch of Darkness yet, but I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. Definitely not tonight because I really need to get to bed, but soon. And I will have plans tomorrow, but not until later in the night. Logan's gonna come over. It's not fun when you do that when my hair's down. I don't think it's fun for you either. But, what was I saying? Logan's coming over, and then I just have a couple of things to do while I have the time, and then I do work mornings on Saturday. But I'm off Sunday, so depending on... Oh, yeah, the doorknob on my dresser broke, or nightstand. So the last day of this week's TBR challenge ends on Sunday, and I conveniently have that off. So I'm hoping that if there's any loose ends I have to tie up, I can get that done. And maybe possibly even finish one of my bonus books would be cool. But I don't think I can find Red, White, and Royal Blue, or It Ends With Us on audio. But I guess I'll check. And anyways, that is the update for Z-Day. I'm freaking whooped. I'm so excited to sleep. I just wish I could do it for longer. So good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow for Thursday the 6th. Friday the 6th. Hey guys, so it is just about 6 o'clock on Friday the 6th. So, I have done my reading for the day in Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller, and I am currently on chapter 11, page 156, and this is so good so far. I can't, it's so good. It really, does not hesitate to just get right into the action, and there's just so much going on, and I'm living for it. Well, I was, until then the book decided to just piss me off. Like, it gave us one thing, and then it was like, nope. And then it gave us another thing, and then it was like, nope. So, we will see what happens, but it's really nice reading this book with somebody else, because this is, it's definitely a roller coaster already, and I'm not even, halfway through it yet. So, I never ended up taking a nap today after work, which is tragic because I so wanted to. But I just didn't. So, now that my reading is done for the day in that, I think I am going to try to make some headway on A Touch of Darkness. Logan's not due to come over for another 2 hours or so. So, I'm probably just going to try to cram as much of this in as possible. I'm not going to force myself to read the whole time, though, because I do kind of still have a headache, and I don't want to overload myself. So I'll probably take a little bit of a break before I make any progress in that, but I figured I would give you guys an update. I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm pretty sure I can confidently say that that book is probably going to be a 5 out of 5 stars. Daughter of the Siren Queen. It's so action-packed, and it's done so well. I think it might even be better than the first one. I guess we'll see. It is about 5:55 on Saturday the 7th. So we are one day away from this vlog ending. So I don't really have any concerns about finishing my reading this week, honestly. I know I'm kind of taking a little bit too much time, but I'm pretty invested in both of the stories. I just haven't really had the time in between work and plans with other people. But between tonight and tomorrow, I will be finishing both of these, and that is a promise that I intend to keep. So, I have not made any additional progress on this yet, but Jocelyn and I have decided to read until about chapter 15 tonight, which isn't really too much, but I wanted to log some more progress in my next read. My goal is to get halfway through one book and then, do my daily reading for this, so that by tomorrow I have half of one book and then the rest of the other, and then bada bing, bada boom, they're both done. So that is the goal. Today at work, between my breaks and such, I was able to get to, I can't read Roman numerals, but I am on page 83 of A Touch of Darkness. This was pretty slow in the beginning, and the chapters are also super long, which kind of messes with me. But it's really good so far. I'm enjoying it. I think it'll only get better, though. Like, the beginning, those first couple chapters were pretty slow, but I sense it picking up soon, and this is just phenomenal. I am both excited and sad to see what happens next, because I know that, once I know what happens next, there's not going to be any more books in the series. So, I'm almost done, and I'm excited. So, I will check in later. I wish I had more of an update, but I figured I would just update you guys now that I'm out of work. I'm so excited to be done with work. I mean, I know I only get one day off, and then I have to work most of next week, but it was the thought that counted in my head, honestly. So I will check in with you guys probably tonight before I go to bed and let you know how much progress I was able to get done in A Touch of Darkness and also Daughter of the Siren Queen. Hey guys, so it is currently like 9:45 on Sunday the 8th. So last night I did end up falling asleep before I could update you guys, but I ended up making it to chapter 15, page 213 in Daughter of the Siren Queen. This is really, really good. It's like the action doesn't stop. Every time I think, wow, this has already been a great adventure, then something else happens and I'm like, what? I'm only 200 pages into that book and so much has gone down already. And then in A Touch of Darkness, I actually did read a couple chapters of this morning before I turned on the camera. But I am currently, again, I can't read chapters in Roman numerals anyways. But I am on page 170. This is also really good. But I'm just getting frustrated because Persephone's irritating me and there's just a lot going on. But I'm off today and it is, I can't tell if it's still downpouring, but it's a rainy day. So there's only a couple things that I've got to get done today. Nothing too serious. And the rest of the day I can just use to get my reading done. And then Monday, I have to work. Tuesday, I'm off and I'm going to the fair with Logan. So that should be really fun. And then, yeah, I gotta work like the whole rest of the week. So, can't wait. Can't wait. Hey guys, so it is 3:15 on Sunday. And I just finished A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett Sinclair, and 5 out of 5 stars. This is like my newest obsession. I am so obsessed with those two. Like, Hades is everything I wanted and more in this book, and oh my god, it was so freaking good. I need to order the next book like freaking P. 5 out of 5 stars. I can't shut up about it. It was really good. So good. So now it is time for me to finish Daughter of the Siren Queen. And I'm pretty sure I only have about 115 pages left, so this should not take me too long. But yeah, I'm so pumped that I finished another book. So I will definitely be finishing my reading for this week, and I'm eager to get into next week's reading. So going really well. I should be able to get this vlog up by tonight, so that'll be fun. And yeah, I will check in once I finish Daughter of the Siren Queen. Hey guys, it was just about 9:25 on Sunday. Anyways, so after I finished A Touch of Darkness, I ended up taking a little bit of a break. I was just relaxing on my own time, and then my dad and I had lunch and we finished Stranger Things, which took like 2 hours at least. So, but anyways, I finally finished Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller. This book was super good. I'm still kind of on the fence if I want to rate it a 4.5 or just like a 5, because don't get me wrong, this book, the adventure in it was 10 out of freaking 10. The plot was great. The plot twists were there. And the action was just so good. But I don't know. I wish there was more romance in it, because the first book was like, there was all of this tension. And it kind of like just fell through in this book. Like, it didn't fall through, but like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's YA, so it's gonna be like one of those fade to black things, but they just spent most of the book so pissed off at each other. It was very frustrating, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. Had a couple of worried moments there. I think that Jocelyn feels the same way. We both are kind of in agreement that we liked the first book better in like romance terms and stuff like that. This book is like super good with the adventure, but I don't know, I'm still kind of attached to the first book. So I don't know, but I did still love this, and I am so excited to have finished this duology and finally, you know, gotten the full grasp of the story. And yeah, so that means I have finished my week's worth of reading, and I'm pretty proud that I was able to get that accomplished. So without further ado, this is going to be the end of the vlog. To recap, I finished Crave by Tracy Wolfe, which I gave a 5 out of 5 stars. I finished A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett Sinclair, which I also gave a 5 out of 5 stars to. And I finally I finished Daughter of the Siren Queen, which I'm pretty sure I'm probably also going to give a 5 out of 5 stars to. So it was a great week of reading, and I'm also pleased to say that I'm super excited to get into next week's reads. So stay tuned, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week for a new vlog.